Hello friends, what's up? So in today's video, I'm actually going to do a full face first impressions of Morphe, and now I've only ever used Morphe brushes that I bought, and I don't have a code with Morphe. I don't get their PR packages, so I thought this would be a good video to have on the internet somewhere because I know a lot of people are affiliated with them, and there's a lot of there's always a lot of videos floating around about them. So I thought that I would do a first impressions video, you know, an unbiased, unsponsored, unaffiliated video. And I actually went to the Morphe store today because they finally opened one here in Toronto, actually in Mississauga, and I got myself a few of the most popular things that I have seen. I spent about $250 at the store. Now I didn't actually buy too many things because I didn't know if I was gonna like specific things, but if I do end up liking things, obviously I'm gonna go back and get myself a bunch of the products after. So I'm gonna start off with this Guerlain Youth Watery Oil, and I love this stuff. I've been using this every time now when I do my makeup, and I've been loving it. It's like the name says, it's a watery oil, so I really like it as a base before I put on my primer. I feel like it hydrates my skin enough. It doesn't look like I took like an oil and slathered it all over my face or anything. And first thing that I picked up is this Morphe sponge, and if you guys have been following me for a little bit, you guys know oh my god, why? I don't understand. Why do you guys do this? I understand, but it's like irritating. I have tried this before, and I've just heard a lot of people say that it's amazing, but honestly I don't like it. Like this compared to even just not even the beauty blender sponges, but I have like the Fenty Beauty one here, this is the Huda Beauty one, this is the Tarte one. All of these compared to this are so much better. There's even a L'Oreal one I liked better than this, but I thought I'd try it one last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet this and we'll see how this goes. We're gonna move into the foundation. This is the Morphe Fluidity foundation. This was talked about a lot in like a few months ago. I want to say maybe a month or so ago, so I thought that I'd give it a try, and I got this in the color F2.20. The girl in store actually told me that this dries a shade darker than when you apply it, so I put it on my face and then I walked around the store and I felt like this one would be the perfect match for me. You know what, we're just gonna be a little extra with this, and I'm going to apply this like one of these on my face. I see girls on Instagram doing it. I feel like this is gonna be a lot, but you know, I'm winging it over here. Ooh, it has a weird smell. I'm not sure if I like the smell. And in camera, this looks like it's way too light. Okay, is there some like track show going on outside? Because what is all with all this noise? Okay, I definitely put on too much. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be using this blender because like it just feels like freaking plastic on my face. This definitely, I already knew I didn't like this. I just thought maybe like mine were old, or like, I don't know, because some people who have it, they say they like it a lot, but it's just so stiff. I don't like it. I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty one. This one is just, this feels so much better. Oh man, I shouldn't have put on that much foundation, but it's okay. I don't feel like I need more than one layer for sure. I look like a psycho. First, let me fix this and then we'll talk. I just saw girls on Instagram with those kind of foundation tubes just spraying it all over their face. So I was like, I could do that. And then now I regret it because I legitimately look like a freaking ghost right now. So then I, of course, picked up their concealer to go with it. I picked this up in C215. I'm just going to try one side at a time. I've never used one of these small sponges to kind of blend out my concealer, so. Ooh, I think I really like the concealer. Hold on. Let's not get carried away here. I think I really like this concealer. Like, I didn't even have to do much blending and it blended out right away. And also the coverage is really nice. I could have went a shade lighter with my concealer for sure. We're going for a full coverage look if you guys have not figured that out yet. It's just, so I didn't see any Morphe setting powders in store. Maybe I missed it, but I'm just gonna quickly go in with this Benefit New Silky Mattifying Powder. This is actually very new. I just got it in the mail a few days ago, and I really like that this one has a kind of like an opening because it doesn't let your powder like kind of go everywhere and fall. And I'm just going to kind of set my under eye area, probably my whole face actually, because they didn't really have any setting powder. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I love these little puffs these days, especially this Benefit one is so freaking soft, just like Patrick Star does. Brows are on, so now what I'm gonna do is just gonna brush off all this excess powder that we have. We're going to go into this bronzer. It looks like this. It's a huge bronzer, and it's been compared to the Marc Jacobs, that big coconut bronzer that I love so much. This one doesn't smell like coconut, it smells like chemicals. So I got the shade Megastar. I'm gonna first go in with a big fluffy brush and see how I like it. So let's see, I'm gonna start off with a little bit because I'm not too sure about the payoff. Ooh, that's like orangey. I don't know how I feel about that. It's definitely not a dupe for the Marc Jacobs because the Marc Jacobs, do you guys see how orange this is? What is that? I don't like that at all. Or is that just me? But that's orange. I don't know. Definitely not the Marc Jacobs. Like if I was to pull out the Marc Jacobs and show you guys, the Marc Jacobs is more cool tone. This one is definitely just, I don't know, it's just pulling more like orange. I think I'm gonna go in with another bronzer, you guys. I would use the Marc Jacobs bronzer, but for now I'm just gonna go into my Hoola bronzer and try to see if I can kind of make it better. It's fine, we'll make it work somehow. To be honest, I looked through the blushes and there wasn't one that I liked. For my blush, I'm gonna quickly just go into Dandelion by Benefit just because there wasn't a blush there. I don't think they do much of blushes. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I didn't see any that kind of like spoke to me, so I thought that I would just quickly add my own blush. Highlighter, and this is the High Impact highlighter in the color Spark. It looks like this. I'll swatch it on my hand for you guys before I put it on my face. So it's right here. Right here. It's not the most blinding highlight, but I thought that I would try it. I tried, they had a few and I didn't really like any. It's definitely like one of those subtle highlights. It's not like a blinding one. Now let's move on to one of my things that I'm kind of most excited about because this is one of the things that have been talked about the most, and this is the Jaclyn Hill. It's the Ring the Alarm palette. So this is the one that is the more red toned and warm toned kind of palette, and I realized after that I shouldn't have got this because you guys know that my eyes actually react to red and pink eyeshadows, but this one just spoke to me, and I feel like with the shirt that I have on today it just works perfectly. I'm sorry. Now that you're a little zoomed in, I don't like to do too zoomed in because then you guys are going to see that I'm not the best at doing eyeshadow, you know what I mean? Let's start off with this color called Rush, and I'm just going to use this as like my transition shade all around the crease right here. And I always pick up just like a little bit, so I only like kind of tap it in twice. I want this to be like an orange-y rustic kind of look, and now this is my third time going in with it. So then I'm gonna go in with this brush, and it's the Morphe E17 brush, and it's just like a very small dome type of brush. I'm gonna go in with this shadow over here, which is Alert, and it's just like about 2 shades darker than what we used in the crease. And I'm gonna use this to be like right under the crease area. So not where we put the transition, but like right under it. Then I'm just gonna go back in with the big blender brush and kind of try to blend things out before I add more. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with another layer of that same darker orange color. So I was straight up just blending there for like a good, honestly, solid 5 minutes. Kind of want to try that halo eye that everybody does, like where they put dark and then light in the middle, so maybe I'll do that. Okay, so we're gonna take this color called Secret, and it's like a chocolate brown color. So I'm just gonna put this inner and outer corner of my eye and place it right here. So I don't want to take it too far into the center, I just kind of want to place it right there, and then right here, taking it just up to my crease area, kind of making like almost a V if I can right here. I don't know if you guys can hear how windy it is outside, but it's so damn windy. So I'm taking like a little brush and like kind of just blending out these areas, and then I'm gonna go in with some more, and then a second layer in my outer V. Like so, and then go back in with my blender brush that has no shadow on it and just blend. Now a lot of people normally take this dark shadow and kind of connect it from the crease, but I don't want to do that because I feel like that's gonna make my eye look very dark, and I want this still to look pretty like nice and open. So now that I have that placement, I feel like I lost some of that transition shade, so we're gonna go in with whatever we had used at first, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of it right here because I feel like we're missing some of it right here. I really like these shadows. I definitely will probably be gravitating towards this palette a lot because I love the way that it's color coordinated. Ooh, these are so creamy. Wow, these are really creamy. Okay, so look, it comes with this one, which is kind of like a pink. It comes with this gold, and then it comes with the copper. I think I want to do I feel like the pink would look really nice. It's called Lolly. Okay, I'm gonna do the pink, and then if I don't like it, I'm gonna change it, but I'm just gonna take it on my finger, and I'm just going to kind of blend it out as much as I can. Going in with the dark shadow again and just kind of using that to like, you know, blend everything, but like very tip of my brush. And I'm like pressing so lightly. I just don't want there to be like a seam of where I applied this shadow, you know? I'm gonna take the same pink, I'm going to wet it again, and then I'm gonna put this in my inner corner. There, so nothing too crazy, but I wanted it to look kind of put together. So then for our bottom lashes, I might as well do the bottom lashes before I move on to my next eye. I'm gonna take a pencil brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take the darker orange shade that we used. I'm gonna blend this out, and then we're gonna go into that dark brown shade, which is called Secret, and we're gonna just smoke out right under our lashes. And then I'm just gonna make sure I connect this like right here, kind of do that little wing, and that'll make sure that like all my eyeshadow is kind of attached, and blend it inwards like that. So now I'm gonna quickly finish the other eye, and then we'll move on to finishing off the rest of our face with some lipstick and maybe a little bit more blush. I'm gonna wait for my lashes to dry, but in the meantime, I'm gonna apply my liquid lipstick in Vanity. And I like this because it was kind of like a mauve-y kind of tone, so it looks like this. It looks like something I would wear for sure, but I'm gonna first line my lips because I just can't put on lipstick these days without lining my lips. It is a very thin liquid lipstick, so it's not like super thick. My lashes have not been sticking on my eyes these days. I don't know why. And now for my least favorite part that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with this setting spray, and this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Now this I tried 2 years ago, I think when it like first came out, because I heard so many amazing things about it, like a lot of other Morphe products, and I went to LA and I bought this from the Morphe store, and I put it on my face. First of all, I love this continuous spray. The mist in this spray is amazing. I wish a lot of other companies would make face setting sprays like this, but you guys, I put this on my face and I looked like an oil slick. But we're gonna give this one last shot, all right? Oh, I love the way that this applies. Oh my god, it's just such fine mist. You don't even feel it. It's the best feeling mist ever. Let's talk about products, shall we? So let's go back and backtrack a little bit, and going back to our foundation and our concealer. I feel like after I put on bronzer and stuff, the concealer did end up matching my skin, but I still feel like I should go and get myself a one shade darker because it didn't oxidize as much as I was told it would oxidize. But overall, I do really like the way that it looks on my skin. It is a super matte coverage foundation, so you definitely have to make sure that if you're like dry, you may not like it. Same with the concealer. I like the concealer. It's creasing a little bit more on me than normal. Like normal concealers don't. I swear I woke up one day and I was like old and wrinkly, and I have to get over it. I smoked out my bottom lash enough for like it to cover the wrinkles, so I think we're good. The bronzer, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be using it again because it was super like orangey. I didn't really like it. I like my bronzers to be more of a cool tone bronzer. Same thing with the highlighter. Like I wasn't a fan of the highlighter. You can barely see it right now on my face. It's just nothing crazy. Like this Benefit one that I used in my last tutorial, the cookie color, I'm gonna put that on my face right now. I feel like this is gonna be my go-to highlighter now because it is just so, it just brings so much more intensity to the face and the skin. I would just much rather use this, you know? Oh my god, what is happening? Then the Jaclyn Hill palette I really like. Like I love the way that this makeup look turned out, especially the eyes. I've never done a halo eye like this before, but it's just so nice and sultry and pretty. I just really like it. And then same thing for the lipstick. I don't mind it, just like a normal liquid lipstick. I don't think it's something that you need to like go out of your way to buy, but it's nice. I added some of the Anastasia Naked into just like the center of my lips to make it a little bit more of like an ombre effect. And then as far as the setting spray goes, it looks totally fine right now, but last time I used it, I think I waited about an hour before I saw how different it looked on my skin. But to be honest, from 2 years ago to now, I don't mind dewy skin as much as I did back then. Like back then it was everything needed to be matte, otherwise like I'm gonna have a problem with every single makeup product. But now it's like I don't mind it as much, and I don't mind having like a dewy looking face, you know? So yeah, you guys, overall, honestly, if I would repurchase things, I would definitely keep repurchasing the brushes because I just feel like they have decent brushes. I've never really had crazy issue with them or anything. Sponge is trash. I will never purchase another one of these sponges again. So I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, all that good stuff. Subscribe to my vlogging channel, my family's channel. You guys know the drill, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!